Hello everyone! Team mascots are supposed to dance and cheer up everyone around, but sometimes these guys clearly cross the line. For example, they can easily pull something like this.
Thing you can do, don't even flinch.
Where did he get all the popcorn from?
Today we're going to show you some of the most brilliant mascot antics, so get ready to have a good laugh. Let's get it on! You're looking at Mackerel Jordan, the mascot of a Chicago baseball team. This guy is a voracious eater. If you don't feed him balls, you risk ending up inside his belly. We certainly don't envy his victims. The fish's diet includes stadium staff, a couple of players, and even the coach of the basketball team, Xavier.
A moment ago, something very disturbing took place.
He once went to a Philadelphia mascot's birthday party and even managed to gobble someone there. We don't think it's cool that he ruined the party, but it was still lots of fun. Apparently, ruining everything is the main power of mascots. This polar bear slipped 15 times during the filming of a commercial.
Golden Gopher hockey.
It looks like he's never been to the North Pole. It must have been quite a fall, even with the costume on, but apparently that's his favorite tactic. The announcers for this baseball game between Los Angeles and Philadelphia definitely had an unusual day. They got showered with popcorn on air. They clearly made a mistake when they decided to commentate the game in the open air.
Straight hang with him right here.
Not a thing you can do.
One of them even had his head shoved in a bucket. Apparently the pole guy will have to pull pieces of popcorn out of his hair at halftime. Mascots love to dance during breaks, but some put on real shows. The Houston Astros mascot decided to top Beyoncé herself, and it looks like he succeeded. The audience wasn't expecting this twist. Maybe the pop star herself is inside the costume? We don't know who's underneath the Texas Rangers mascot's costume, but it's clear that they have no mercy. The horse really enjoys scaring the audience with the fake spider. Watch their reaction.
No balls and 2 strikes. The Ranger captain's at it again. And
Let's hope this girl isn't too afraid of insects, because this prank could give someone a heart attack. And the most frustrating part is that the Texas horse chooses its victims from among the local fans. By the way, this prank has become quite popular, and a Kansas American football mascot did something similar to a security guard. Watch out, a bit more and the poor woman would have fallen out of her chair. Back to our old friend Philly, who decided to impress everyone with his strength, but was outmatched by a young fan. The little girl just showed the green giant how it's done. Clearly someone needs to work out more. Sounds like it's time for the Philadelphia boys to get themselves a new mascot, don't you think? Being a mascot is a pretty dangerous occupation in general, but we're not only talking about the need to lift heavy weights. The Norfolk Tides mascot once crashed on a quad bike live. You can see it here. The amazing thing is that a couple of years later, the crazy mascot repeated the dangerous stunt. How do you think it ended? Apparently, someone pushed the poor creature. Maybe it was the opposing fans to get revenge for their defeat. In any case, someone ought to teach the mascot how to drive, or at least take the vehicle away from him. And here we have another clash between two mascots.
Well, Bernie's birthday. Oh, my Bernie.
Apparently, Bernie of the Miami Heat miscalculated his strength. Nevertheless, with his somersault, the creature set a world record for the longest mascot jump. Yes, we were surprised too, but it is a thing. Ice hockey is a pretty aggressive sport, and even mascots can get in trouble here. Harvey the Hound got close to the opposing team's bench for a second, and this is what happened.
You take it? Yeah.
Coach Craig McTavish ripped out his tongue, a fair punishment for interfering in team affairs, we might say. However, Harvey didn't lose control of the situation, and a minute later came out onto the ice with a red scarf in place of the lost organ. This dog is clearly not afraid of his opponents. But when it comes to freaking out others, it's best to consult Hugo. This blue hornet definitely knows how to play some scary pranks. During a visit to the mall, the Charlotte Hornets mascot shocked everyone around. You don't think a kind-looking hornet costume could scare you? You'd wince at that sound too. One of the employees even punched Hugo out of fear. Well, that will be a lesson for the annoying insect. He's lucky his wings weren't torn off. The mascot tradition doesn't exist only in the USA. Japan also has its own heroes. This guy even travels dressed as a fish, but he has to take off the top part of the costume on the plane. Look, isn't it hilarious?
No, 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 no.
Apparently, the Japanese actor travels light, and this is his only luggage. That's right, a real mascot doesn't need anything but his favorite team. This is Nash of the Nashville Predators, and you shouldn't just assume he's a cuddly mascot because of his looks. This tiger has a few aces up his sleeve, or a pie. It seems this guy has experienced so much embarrassment that he's decided to share it with his partner. But not only the opposing team's fans became Nash's victims, a journalist decided to ask if there would be any other pranks in the future.
Do that again.
Surprise!
The Predator's answer was clear without the need for words.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes altercations with mascots in the stands can turn up the heat beyond control. Something like that happened between Jazz Bear and a Houston Rockets fan. The mascot decided to spray the spectators with silly string, but it seems not everyone was amused. The Houston fan's beer has been spoiled. How could he not respond to this? The aggressive fan was escorted away by the security guards, but the fight didn't end there. A couple of minutes later, he came back and the bear was ready for a new battle. Perhaps the whole thing was staged, but after this show, the mascot definitely became a favorite of the public and a real hero. Not all mascots are loved by the public, though. Now we're gonna show you the creepiest of them all.
Okay, no, come back.
What do you think of this pop-eyed guy? King Cake Baby is the official mascot of the New Orleans Pelicans basketball team. Here's someone capable of scaring any fan or passerby. Not even the announcers can look calmly at the pale toddler.
Oh my God. Here's some children. This is
scary.
Oh my gosh.
The creator of the costume even sued the authors of the horror movie Happy Death Day for plagiarism. In reality, the boy is not creepy at all. He loves to share cakes with passersby and often participates in charity events with basketball players. By the way, sometimes mascots even interact with players on the field. This bear caught a baseball with his mouth for the cheering fans. An even more dramatic incident occurred at a game in Florida. Here, Albert the Gator protected a young fan with his body. Upon impact, the alligator fell to the ground, but his resourceful neighbor quickly performed a resuscitation maneuver.
Wow.
The kid's giving Albert CPR now.
The mascot was saved and will continue to protect spectators from danger. Maybe not all mascots are professional athletes, but many of them also like to be stars. For his birthday, Benny the Bull decided to cheer up his fans with a slam dunk over a black wall. But wait, what was painted on there?
Oh, that's got to be copyright infringement or something, Bull.
I would be upset, but no.
Turns out there was a picture of the bull doing his stunt. Apparently, it was a reference to basketball player Jeremy Evans, who also jumped over his own portrait. Here we can see another mascot shooting a three-pointer. We too had heard that cougars are good at jumping, but we didn't know that they were this good. A duel with the other team's mascot? What could be easier? Hardly a person in a silly suit can beat you, right? But actually, this moose is more cunning than you think. His secret weapon is a pie.
Uh-oh, look out!
And gotcha, bam!
Yeah, that poor guy is gonna spend some time washing away the pie, and the shame. Well, at least now you know why you shouldn't buy tickets in the opposing team section, don't you?
Hold on a second. Do you want to see some crazy stories from real life? Nothing dull, only action. Only adventures, chases and fights, love confessions and sudden betrayals. Don't believe us? Follow the link and see for yourselves. Our animation channel Private Diary reveals the deepest secrets. Don't forget to subscribe.